we get asked all the time how to pick the right dentist for us. So patients come in and they'll want to ask about a certain treatment, but what do they go on? How do they know the dentist is the right dentist for them? What's your view?
It's difficult. It's difficult for the patient. There's so much choice now. There's so many dentists offering their services on very different mediums. So you've got social media, you've got dentists that are very, very large on Instagram, and they're very big on Instagram and they're great dentists on Instagram, but are they great clinical dentists?
And give you that experience while in the chair, because it's a treatment that's going to last with you. It's not the easiest treatment to have done.
No.
So I think what we make, which is really key, is the patient comfortable first. So meeting the dentist.
The dentist-patient relationship, that's key to anything. And so the first thing I would say to a patient, the question is that dentist relatable to you? Are you comfortable in their company? Then,
do they listen?
Do they listen?
Did they actually listen, or are they going to go do the treatment that they're doing a lot on social media of, and they're forcing you down that route? Or are they being open, generic, with options?
Yeah. And then also, is everything transparent? Is the costings transparent? Have you come off a recommendation? Have you come off a word of mouth? Personally, my favourite patients, if I'm being honest, are the patients that come from word of mouth and
it's for all
recommendations.
dentists.
Because I know that they're going to trust me from the start. If I get a patient from Instagram, I've got no concerns with that. I'm happy to treat that patient. But ultimately, that patient initially doesn't really know me, doesn't know what I'm about, doesn't understand the level of dentistry I'm doing and what I may charge for that. All they see is a pretty image and then want that. But that might not be the right treatment for them.
100%. So it is important, go for consultations. Don't book in straight for treatments. I know you go in, you speak to the dentist, what your views are. If you feel you didn't click, then the dentist will get that same feeling and maybe it's not a right connection. Go somewhere else. You know, there's no harm in it. But I think recommendation, as you said, is key. That is the dentist's dream, the patient's dream, because you've seen someone getting a result that you like, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we will try and
it's not just the visuals. That recommendation will have different aspects associated.
the whole experience.
The whole experience, the emotional experience, the quality of treatment or the perceived quality of treatment by the patient and the happiness. So on the basis of all those three things, yes, go off recommendation. If your friends had work done somewhere and they're happy with that work, then I would genuinely say that will be your first point of call. Don't just shop on price, whether that be
100%.
high priced
Yep.
or low priced.
Yep.
You know, shop on
What suits you.
Yeah, what suits you and what you can visually see.
Yeah, because some people think, oh, I'll go to the closest dentist to me, because, you know, dentists are dentists. But we all have different clinical sets, and clinical skills are key.
Yeah.
So the only way you're going to know is looking at portfolio, not just Instagram portfolio, but in the clinic portfolio. You know, most of us have a good portfolio, and a good thing a patients can do is try and relate their teeth to the portfolio.
Exactly.
Find someone in the portfolio that matches sort of similar teeth to you and go on that. Is that the desired result you want? Because I think within dentists, they achieve different results as well. Some dentists want a different look, some want a different look. So I think don't go for the closest clinic. If you have to travel, it's worth a travel. You know, it's your teeth, it's really important. So, you know, if a patient's down in London and wants to come up to meet Kiss Dental over here, why not?
And it happens routinely, and I will always say to that patient, you know, I'm really happy that you have decided to make this journey, but then also equally, I want to make sure that that journey is worthwhile for them.
100%. So, for example, I get patients coming back to me from London. They've travelled a long way to meet a consultation somewhere else, but then the dentists themselves have said, actually, I think there's someone more suited for your treatment down in London. For example, someone who does more Invisalign, someone who does a bit more implant work, someone who does a bit more indirect or direct bonding, you know. So you have to trust the dentist that will give you the right recommendation as well, and that's our
job.
We have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So rather than, I mean, I think you're the same as me. It's not like we will just take every patient on because we want to. No, we'll do what's right for you.
For the patient.
And you'll see that. How are you going to know if that dentist is someone that does refer out to someone else? You're going to see that from your friends, the recommendations. If someone's recommended you this dentist, it means they got a good experience. That means they're doing the right thing. The trust is there, right?
Yeah, but then on the flip side of that, I still do believe that there is a place for social media.
Yeah.
There is a place
100%.
for Instagram. And I'm not saying don't specifically choose a dentist on the basis of just that. But what I'm saying is, if that's what you want to do and you see a result that, wow, that is exactly what I want, just research that though. Don't just blindly then go and meet that dentist, or not even meet the dentist. I have patients contact me time and time again, and I will say, I just want to book in for treatment. And I go, whoa, 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 you need a consultation first. You need to come and see me. I need to make sure that whatever treatment you are interested in is suitable.
Yeah.
You know, but unfortunately, we're having dental tourism now. Lots of people are going abroad and are exactly having that. No consultation, booking in specifically for treatment, going to a dentist they have no information about, and having extensive dentistry done. And unfortunately, that extensive dentistry, what they don't understand, needs time, energy, care, and maintenance.
Knowledge.
And unfortunately, when you do dental tourism, for instance, whether it be travelling to London from Manchester, or whether you're travelling from Manchester to Turkey, that same level of care still exists. You still have to have that. And that is the problem I'm finding with an open forum of dentistry now, because patients have so much choice, but they're so poorly informed.
100%. I think, in conclusion to that, I think to find the right dentist for you, I think you meet the dentist. Don't be scared to meet more than one. Find someone you relate to, who will explain the treatment in a way that you understand it for the benefits, but also different options, the pros and cons.
And the pros and cons, you know, not everything is rosy. Treatments have their benefits and have their negatives. Every treatment does. And as long as you are informed of that, you see a portfolio, you like the person that is potentially going to do your treatment, what else can you go off? And then you have to put that degree of trust in that person and hope, and it's not just hope, there is a lot of level of skill that goes into getting that final result that you really want. But I think it can be achieved, and it's achieved very well in this country. You know, we as dentists, I would say, we produce very, very good results for our patients.
Because we're regulated really well, probably more than most professions out there. So I think you feel confident to see a dentist. Is our professional duty to give you the right care. But I think there is that flip side where a lot of dentists are going down the route of doing what is this cool treatment to do right now.
Yeah.
So I think when finding a dentist, find a dentist who does all sorts of treatment, and one that's going to be open to send you to someone else if needed.
Yeah, because sometimes a dentist may not want to do a particular treatment. That's not to say that treatment isn't suitable for the patient. They're just uncomfortable doing it, which is fine. But then be honest as a dentist, be honest to the patient and say, I still think you're suitable, it's just not something I do, or I don't do a lot of it. However, there is this guy that I know that does loads of it and produces some beautiful results. Therefore, go and see him. And then that's another recommendation. That's a recommendation not of a patient, but from a dentist. So I think there's a lot of aspects of this question. I hope we've answered some of those.
Yeah, there's no right answer to go down it. I think in life is all about an experience, an enjoyable experience. Go there. You waited this long. Most patients have waited quite a long time for making this decision for the treatment. You want to do it right. Don't rush into it, and don't just follow a trend.
Yeah.
Pick the right dentist for you. He's the one to pick.